Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Two-Shot here from TwoshotsGaming. This is a new series what I like to call How to YouTube. This is going to be the first episode and hopefully a long line of videos on helping YouTubers become better, like tips for beginners, where to start out, what to use, and stuff like that. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to talk about the idea. The idea is to use Audacity today. I've been using Audacity for like a year now. I was kind of like just going with the flow, using Audacity, trying to get out some of the background noise. But the last few weeks, maybe even the last month, I try to look into Audacity a little more. It's a very powerful tool, and try to do a couple of things that make my voice be a little bit louder, but also not peak as much. So I'm still working on this stuff, and it's all fine-tuned. You always got to adjust things. But my idea is to share this information with you, and you guys can adjust and stuff like that. If there's anything you guys would like to see me go over, leave comments, kind of help each other. I want to make it kind of like a forum. If you do some stuff with Audacity already, and you know better ways or good ways that work for you, leave comments, help each other out. Because like for me, there's not a lot of information on YouTube, especially when you're starting out. Even now that I've been doing it for a couple years, it's still hard to find a lot of good information. Everybody makes videos and they kind of regurgitate the same old stuff. So I'm hoping that this series will kind of help us as a community and as people that are stopping by, help each other out and work out pretty good. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is show you where to get Audacity, just in case you don't know about it. Audacity, go audacityteam.org. It's a nice safe download. It's from them. It's an open source. They upload it all the time. It's good for 8, 7, Vista, XP, so it works on pretty much anything. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a version for Windows 10 soon, so if you're waiting for that, just give it a little time and you'll be okay with Windows 10. I'm pretty 100% too, because it's been updated for everything so far. Alright, so you just click on there and download the program, application just like normal, download it, install it, and then it'll work. And then what we're going to do is that we're going to open up Audacity. I already have something saved here, so we're going to listen to this now and kind of give like a little feel of how it works. And hopefully I'll cut the noise so you can tell the difference. If you can't really tell the difference, trust me, this stuff happens. I never did something like this, recording voice and voice, but I'm pretty sure I have an idea how it's going to work. So if you don't see too much of a difference, I'll kind of tell you what happens. So let's listen. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's TwoshotsGaming, and this is How to YouTube. I thought this was a pretty cool series to start. This is going to be all about little tips and tricks to help you become a better YouTuber, and today we're going to start with Audacity. Alright, so hopefully what you heard there is my voice is a lot lower, and you hear noise in the background, like just regular white noise. You hear the fans going on the computer, stuff like that. Even though it's a pretty quiet system, it's got quiet over the years. Now I got 2 of them running, and they're on a desktop, kind of close to the mic, so you're going to hear a little fan because you want that good cooling, right? So that's going to happen. So what we're going to do is just take a little look at the everything we have here. So we go over this for you. We got to play, pause, play, stop, fast forward, rewind, a little skipping action. The record button is very important. You got your mic volume, so you see how much you're peaking and how it's going up. You got your your listening volume, so you know where that's going. You can adjust the playback volume. You adjust the mic. Usually leave it up to 100% and just kind of work from there, from volume, because I put it down and then my voice gets even lower. So if I peak the mic to 100 and make sure my computer settings are at 100, and then you can back stuff down and adjust it, because I'm talking I always talk pretty low because I can't have the mic right in my face, and you know I usually record at night, so I don't want to scream and stuff at night. But next thing, this just leave on MME. Right here is the recording device. Whatever you want a microphone you can use. Try to get some kind of standalone mic, but headset mics could work too, because you could take the white noise out and the background noise, just as long as you're comfortable with it and you think it works good for you. I use the Blue Snowball on this. It's a very good mic. It's a very good starter. I'm thinking about doing a mic video because I got this and I got the Yeti on the other one. And I got a standalone mic that I used the very first time, a long time ago when I started YouTube. And if it still works, I don't even know, but I held on to it because of my first YouTube mic. So I can tell you, show you what my voice sounded like then. So I might do a video on that, if you would like to hear differences in voices and stuff like that. But this one's stereo, mono, leave it on stereo. Headset is wherever you're going to listen from. I listen from my headset. That's just the most convenient and easiest for me. but you could use whatever you want to use. It's up to you. All right. So next thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna go right to about here where I know it was pretty much silent. I was trying not to make any noise in this area, so we're gonna click and drag. Maybe the bigger you can click and drag, the better. Try it but make sure you know that there's no sound there. So this is our click and drag spot. So we're gonna go to Effect, we're gonna go to Noise Reduction, we're gonna go Get Noise Profile, right? This is our profile now. So we're gonna, whatever's in here, we're gonna take out from the rest of the clip. So now we're gonna double click. So we'll get the whole clip in here now. Go to Noise Reduction again. Leave everything on default. You can mess with this if you want, but I always left it on default and it made everything a lot different to me. The differences was a lot, definitely lowered everything. So you hit OK. If you have a video that's longer than 30 seconds, that bar's going to come up for a few seconds. Maybe 10, 15 seconds or something like that, depending on how long the video is. And it'll take all the noise out. So now we're gonna listen to it, and hopefully there's a difference. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's TwoshotsGaming, and this is How to YouTube. I thought this would be a pretty cool series to start. This is going to be all about little tips and tricks to help you become a better YouTuber, and today we're going to start with Audacity. Alright, now that we did that, hopefully you can hear the difference. You'll hear less white noise, but my voice is still pretty low. But hopefully the fan and all that stuff is out of there. It sounds a little quieter, it sounds a little better. So let's move on to the next step. Next thing that I like to do is, now that I have this whole thing highlighted, we want to go to Effects and we want to normalize the clip. Normalize is right here. You click on that and just leave everything default just like that. That's going to make those wave bigger, louder, and it helps out a little bit. So let's listen to that. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's TwoshotsGaming, and this is How to YouTube. I thought this would be a pretty cool series to start. This is going to be all about little tips and tricks to help you become a better YouTuber, and today we're going to start with Audacity. Alright guys, now to let you know what we did there. What we did, we normalized the clips. So now we got bigger waves. We want those big waves so we get louder. The sound sounds more crisp, and it gets in there like it's good to do. Alright? So now we see that difference. And now the next thing we want to do is want to go back to Effects, and we want to go to Compressor. The reason why we want to go to Compressor is now we're going to set a dynamic range on the compressor. We want to set this one to 18, this one to 40. This is pretty much is all at default. This one I think around 12 to 18. You got to play with it a little bit to see what works best for you. But it seems like right now 18 is working good. I still want to mess with it a little bit. Everything else looks pretty decent. So let's hit OK. Now you're going to see there'll be a loading bar screen because this one usually takes the longest, but since it's only a 30-second clip, it's not going to take too long. Now we're going to check it out, and we're going to see the difference in the sound. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's TwoshotsGaming, and this is How to YouTube. I thought this would be a pretty cool series to start. This is going to be all about little tips and tricks to help you become a better YouTuber, and today we're going to start with Audacity. Hopefully in this one you can see that there's more pop, that it brings the voice out a little bit even more, and that's what I'm looking for. Alright, now that we did the compressor, now we want to go back and normalize it one more time. We're just going to normalize this quick to bring everything a little again and bring it a little closer. We're not going to go too crazy with listening to that one. It's pretty much the same as we did before. So we're going to tighten everything up again. Alright guys, now for the last effect we're going to do today is the hard limiter. What we're going to do is drag this over so we can see what it does. We got a DPI limiter, right? It's a decibel limiter. What you want to do is you want to put this at maybe a -4, maybe a -5, depends on the mic, it depends how much you peak and stuff. So we want to set this so we don't peak as much, so we have a nice even kind of flow to it. So on this mic it's a 4, on the other mic it's a 5, so make sure you take your own thing and make sure you do what fits best for you. Just don't blindly use all the settings I do because his voice is going to sound weird. So you set it on 4, leave everything else alone. That's usually pretty good there. Hit apply, and you'll see right there as the little peaks just got chopped off a little bit so you don't peak. So you go there, and now let's see the difference in this now. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's TwoshotsGaming, and this is How to YouTube. I thought this was a pretty cool series to start. This is going to be all about little tips and tricks to help you become a better YouTuber, and today we're going to start with Audacity. Hopefully right there you can tell that we raised the threshold a little bit so we can hear overall that there's a little bit of a background noise, but the voice is more clear and more crisp, so you don't have to really have it on that loud. So like when you lower it down, you kind of don't even hear that background noise, you know what I mean? It kind of evens itself out. Instead of having really quiet voice and you're trying to louder it and you get more and more background noise, it's like a mess. So hopefully this came over well. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do, please leave a like and leave comments. Let me know what you like or what you want to see. And until next time, peace. Thank you so much for watching.